Are you for Trump?
Absolutely.
So what would you say to someone who says you're Mexican and Trump hates us?
He doesn't hate us. He hates the lawbreakers. He hates the illegals. Don't come here illegally. Welcome. Come. I did. Not illegally.
That's right. I came here too legally.
Yeah. And making a difference. Not hurting anybody, not stealing from anybody, earning your way.
Well, God bless you for being on the Trump train.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, God is going to prevail through Trump.
That's
I
right.
believe this.
I agree.
Now we are seeing the consequences. And what can we say, right? What can we say? It's going to create a great impact in the community, in the economy, and it doesn't look nice.
Waking up to news that mass deportation started today, so if you're an immigrant, please know that you have the right and share this to everyone that you know so everyone's aware. You have the right to remain silent. If ICE knocks on your door, you don't have to answer it. Do not consent to any searches if they do not have a warrant signed by a judge. They don't even have the right to be in your property, so please remain silent. Do not sign any documents, especially if you do not understand. If you are in public and ICE stops you, please remain silent. You do not have to disclose your immigration status. They do not have the right to search your belongings or your bag without a warrant. You do not have to answer their questions. Please do not give them information that they can use against you. Share this information to people that you know, your friends, your family, especially if they are undocumented immigrants. Please stay on the lookout. Look up for each other. If you spot eyes in your area, share to keep your community informed. And to my fellow immigrants, I know this is a scary time, that there are community and resources that can help you. Know your rights and please stay strong.
My fear is that I'll get deported to a country that I don't know.
We have to understand one thing, man. Border Patrol, ICE, whatever they want to call them, they're going to pick everybody by the skin of the color. If they stop you, if you're brown, dark-skinned, they're going to stop you. They're going to ask for your documents. So trying to have them ready. And I'm not saying to bring your documents like this lady said, but have pictures of them, just to be ready. Because they're not going to let you go until you can prove that you're a citizen. Doesn't matter if you serve in this country or you didn't. And for the best of us, man, it's best to be ready. Because they're coming with everything. And it's only to bring awareness to you guys over there who are being raided by the ICE.
Oh, you can't just blame Latino voters. Like, yes, the fuck I can. And I say that with my immigrant-ass passport, okay? Yes, you can blame the campaign. Yes, you can blame the party. But at the end of the day, there's this little thing called personal accountability. In 2016, I was a little bit more lenient because, okay, people just don't know. They don't understand the consequences. But we lived through that presidency. What I'm hearing now, even from immigrants, undocumented immigrants, because yes, if you have TPS, if you have DACA, you're still undocumented under federal law. Oh, it wasn't that bad under Trump. Oh, Trump's not gonna do anything. Oh, he didn't do anything last time. Oh, yes, he didn't. He tried. The only thing that stopped him was a full resistance movement that filed lawsuits for every single one of his executive orders. What really gets me is that a lot of people who have undocumented family or themselves are undocumented will ultimately need the help of other people who told y'all, don't let this man back in office. Relying on people like myself who have been doing immigration advocacy for years, it generally makes me not want to do this shit anymore. Like next year, a lot of us are going to be helping people that couldn't even help themselves by voting for their best interest. Where gas really going to be cheap? In fucking Mexico, yeah, it is.
U.S. citizen and military veteran was detained and held by ICE today. You heard that right. A U.S. citizen who served in the military in this country was detained and held by ICE because he wasn't carrying any documentation that proves that he is a U.S. citizen. This took place in Newark, New Jersey, and the mayor issued a statement confirming that individual's Fourth Amendment rights were violated. He also confirmed that ICE is stopping undocumented immigrants as well as citizens, residents, everybody. And I made a video a few days ago talking about how ICE agents will racially profile, and this exact situation can happen to you, whether you are a U.S. citizen, whether you're a resident. They can stop and question anybody. They can knock on your door. Now they can go to the schools and talk to your children. They can go to the hospital. I also saw videos of other creators say you don't have to carry your US passport or your resident card or your birth certificate. You just have to tell them that you are a US citizen and they will leave you alone. Well, friends, I've been telling you guys, make sure that you take pictures of your US passport or your resident card or your visa or your birth certificate, and you carry a picture on your phone. That way you're not carrying sensitive documentation around that you run into the possibility of losing it. Carry pictures of your document for you, for your spouse, for your children. They can stop you, question you, detain you, hold you, and take you to a facility until proof or documentation of your status is presented to them. It does not matter what your contribution has been to this country. It does not matter if you're a retired U.S. Army veteran who served 20 years in the military. It does not matter if you were born here. They want to stop you, question you, detain you, and then take you to a facility. They can.
To the Latinos for Trump crowd who voted Republican this year, I am very confused. Trump wants to get rid of birthright citizenship, meaning that if you were born in this country but your parents were not, especially if they were undocumented, you no longer have citizenship. Hello? What? Why would any of us want that?
It is crazy. This is more, it's almost like self-sabotage. You know what I mean? You voted for somebody who's going to take your rights from you and maybe take your citizenship. That's incredible. But a lot of people still voted, and now this was happening. Hopefully he don't follow through with this, but it is something that a lot of us are going to have in mind at all times, right? But we're going to continue seeing videos like this, and where you're going to have a different perspective from different viewers, for different content creators, and they're going to speak their mind, right? And that's what they're doing right now.
If you have a direct family member that you're scared of getting deported, join the military if you can. That's really going to help them put in a military parole in place. So my dad was supposed to get deported back to Mexico because he was here illegally and he was supposed to pardon his time. He was already going through a legal system. But if you do not know, when you go through the legal system, you have to pardon your time. So they had no set. They said you could either go for 5 months or you can go for 10, 20 years. And it's just crazy. So then his lawyer had told me, hey, there's a military parole in place. Like they told my mom, they're like, if anybody wants to join in your family, they could really get him the parole in place and he doesn't have to go back to Mexico anymore. So I ended up joining. I went to a recruiter's office, I think in November, December. I got sent. I was like, I need to go ASAP because you need that contract for that military parole in place. So I got sent to basic in February. I think I snuck out or did something while I was in basic, and I scanned my contract to his lawyer or my mom, I forgot who. And yeah, my dad ended up sending me a letter in April saying, thank you, I got my parole in place, I'm good to go. He got his residency within that same year, and now he is a citizen.
What did you mind that your boys coming through once again? And today's video, man, I'm bringing some clips so you can see and maybe go through this process together, because it's time to bring awareness, trying to help the audience out there, the people who might not know all the answers. And hopefully with these clips that I came across, we can help one another to become or overcome a difficult situation. We have to understand this is chaotic over there, and I can only imagine going through that process in where you're in fear of your family member being deported, right? Now your family member's in fear of actually going out of the house, not going to work. So what that means, there's no income coming in. So how are we going to pay the bills? All this is going to have a great impact in the economy. People are not seeing it, but eventually it's going to have a great impact on it. We have seen airplanes getting sent to different countries, basically not proving that are citizens from a certain country. So that's why a country is not accepting those planes and telling, you know what, you have to prove to me that what you're sending to my country is our citizens, right? Don't just throw whoever's of brown skin and just put them on an airplane and say, you know what, you're going to go to Mexico, you're going to go to Colombia, you're going to go to Venezuela. Nah. And they can't prove that the people who are being deported are from that country. We see a lot of Latinos, Mexicanos, that voted for Trump, right? They were for him, and they seem to forget how it was 8 years ago, right? And where he was trying to do the same thing, but there was a lot of bumps on the road that different organizations push, right? And stop them from doing certain things. Let's not forget about those kids who were in the ICE detention centers, man. It's crazy ass stuff. And hopefully it doesn't happen this time. But it is a serious topic. That's why I'm bringing it up to you guys. Hopefully you appreciate the content, man, because at the end of the day, it's for you guys. I'm gonna try to do content on this every so often, just to keep you informed of what's going on when it has to do with immigration, with the people, deportation, stuff like that, right? And let's not forget, all this is gonna have a great impact in the economy. Great impact, especially with Trump increasing the tariffs on different countries. That means that whatever you get is going to be with the higher price, because nobody's going to take the loss, right? Nobody's going to take the loss. So it is sad to see these people going through it, man. If you don't have a family member who doesn't have papers or who are going through it, man, these people, man, they're suffering. They're scared. And I don't blame them. Imagine living in that state for so long, and then in that country for so long, and then all of a sudden being sent to a different country, man. And the reason I'm bringing this subject up is because I got deported myself, right? So I think I'm on the right to speak on this, right? It's not that my situation was the same, right? But I can feel I can understand the pain of having your family members in one side of on a different country, and then you being on. I can understand the feeling of being of a family, right? And basically being apart, having a family and being separated by a border. And it's sad. And I want to bring light to this. I do not blame everybody who. Well, I guess I'm not trying to put blame on nobody like this, but I was just trying to bring awareness, because it's something that needs to be speak about, and we are going to be right here, showing support to our people and to those who are in need. So with this being said, man, we are out to next video. Gracias.